Sponsored by your local Toyota dealer and Sterling Savings Bank. Friday Night Sports Extra starts right now.
All right, welcome back to Week 3 of the Friday Night Sports Extra. We are working down to the wire right now to get you some highlights, especially from a big game that happened up in North Idaho.
Well, I'm here, you're here, Keith's here, so Ben must be working down to the wire here. Nail biting, we're going to have those Coeur d'Alene highlights, a big game against Sandpoint, but it was a big night in North Idaho tonight.
It was. A lot of North Idaho, also a lot of Idaho versus Washington, all sorts of stuff. We start off with Mustache Night, though, over Lakeland and Timberlake. Out in Rathdrum, things are looking good. Tied at 7, Lakeland on the move. Kyle English swings the ball to Eric Picorni. He's wide open. He's going to be gone. He's up the sideline. Hey, you just got caught from behind. Boom, roasted. But the Hawks had to settle for a 30-yard field goal from Christian Valenza. Hey, that's a fat guy number on a skinny guy. It's a low-fat field goal. Number 56 kicking the field goal. 10-7 Lakeland. Timberlake takes their first lead of the game, though. And the old wing tee, Jim Clements at East Valley would have been happy. They finish it off. John Morris, the final 15 yards for Timberlake. 14-10 Tigers at that point. Hawks trying to get even. English throws one up, but the Tigers' Derek Tymason, he's there in the end zone. Timberlake holds on from there. They go on to win this one 20-10 in a pretty good battle out in Rathdrum. Great game tonight in Pullman as Lewiston was in town, and the band was happy to go. Very first play, Dustin Podrotsky, he rolls away. Oh, man, that's not going to end up well. That's picked off there by Wade Meyer. That's a quick strike there for Pullman, and then later the Greyhounds find the end zone. Tyler Langerveld finds Wade Meyer on the quick 7-0 lead there, and wait for the cannon. Boom, there it was. Always scares the photographer every time, and it was Brady Mooney on that interception, by the way. Second quarter, more Pullman. Wade Meyer again coming right at you. He goes in. Pullman, they're in control, but wait. Lewiston comes back. They score on the last play of the game. Lewiston goes on to win this one 19-14. Clarkston also, they travel up. They play Moscow. They beat Moscow 35-21. Also, Post Falls, they went south, and so did the score. The Eagle Mustangs win this one 35-21.
All right, hang with me on this one now. Icho hit a 2-run walk-off homer against Mariano Rivera of the Yankees as the Mariners prove once again they can hang with the big boys. U-High trying to do the same tonight against number 3 Gonzaga Prep at home. Titans up 14-0 at the half, but in the third it's Bishop Sankey. If he keeps running like this in college, they'll have to call him Cardinal Sankey. And if the kid can make it to the pros, they'll have to call him Pope Sankey. An 82-yard touchdown run to finally put the Bullpups on the board. And G-Prep would keep it coming. Shane Schmidlkofer, love this kid's name, fakes the handoff, then he's going to take it in himself, a 25-yard touchdown run, and we are all tied at 14. Now, Chase Winkler missed a field goal at the end of regulation that could have won it, but in overtime, he splits the uprights to put the Bullpups on top, but U-High converts a 4th down on their OT possession before John Wright scores the game winner. Remember the Titans, my friends, a big win for them over the number 3 team in the state, 20-17 in overtime. All right, the nightcap at Albee, a muggy night. The Bugs circling the lights upstairs. CV dominated the first half after scoring a field goal. They get the ball back. Cameron Allen picks this one off for the Bears, and a nice little return, by the way, would set up the only CV touchdown of the game, the handoff to Taylor Evans, who runs it up the middle. CV on top by a count of 10-0 at this point. LC not handling the ball well in the first half. Quarterback is going to drop back and get rocked by number 56, looking like Lawrence Taylor there. Mike Calgary recovers. LC makes a game of it, but the Bears hang on for a 13-12 win as they improve to 2-1 on this season. All right, the Thursday night game at Albee was Meade and Ferris, and there you see Ferris 28-10 winners over the Panthers.
All right, Derek's got you updated on the 4A GSL. Now we're going to take a look at the 3A GSL and 2 head-to-head matchups tonight. The band played on as Mount Spokane and North Central met at the Big House. The Wildcat band was good tonight. They're a football team even better. Travis Ward, are you kidding me? How did he get that ball away? Nathan Blackham, a blackjack, I'm telling you, 7-0 Cats. Cats scored 27 first-quarter points because of plays like this. Indians quarterback is picked off. Evan Pryor looking to take it all the way back. He's finally dragged down at the 10-yard line. And then that Blackham guy was at it again. This time on the inside handoff. Knifes his way through the Indian defense, a little speed, and then coasts in. Yeah, take the mouth guard out. You got to get a breath there. 34-0 at that point. All Wildcats in this one. They beat North Central 51-6. They stay unbeaten as far as 3A schools are concerned. Shadle Park and East Valley. How tough are they at East Valley? The cheerleaders were getting treatment. Knights up 9.5. Get more. Nifty run here by Aaron Aubrey. Look at him dancing. Look at him get into the end zone. Knights are up 29-13 at that point, and East Valley would be on the move again, this time in the fourth quarter. Joey Strelo on the swing pass. Watch Brandon Atkins with a hit, but the Knights get the first down. Yeah, that was that night for Shadle Park. They could not stop East Valley in the second half. Chris Triplett right up the gut, 5 yards into pay dirt. The Knights up 36-13, and they go on to win it by a final of 42-13. The Knights trying to wrap up one of those 3A playoff spots. Non-league action for you. Cheney and Rogers, and Ben has that.
All right, thanks a lot, Dennis. Yeah, Rogers stepping out of the GSL, headed to the GNL to go ahead and take on Cheney. Cheney fans hoping to show the GSL team who was boss, and they did just that. 35-6 in the fourth. Give it to senior running back Alex Adams. How fast is he? If you have to ask, you can't catch him. He's gone. 92 yards for Sugar. It's 42-6 Cheney after the extra, but Rogers would not give up. Senior quarterback Tyler Lehman had a couple of nice runs, bobbles a snap, but he's going to take off. Breaks the tackle there. No one's going to stop him. 36 yards. The Pirates, though, roughed up on the road, 42-13. Let's head over to Sandpoint, where it was a beautiful night for the battle of the unbeatens in North Idaho, Sandpoint and Coeur d'Alene. Both teams undefeated. CDA up 3-0 at the half. Standing room only. You watch the Bulldogs take a 7-3 lead when running back Ben Fisher breaks free, stiff arms his way into the end zone. Both teams traded interceptions, field goals, broken tackles, whatever you can imagine. And the Viking running back Zach Kaiser takes a swing pass. He's going to spin out of trouble. He's off 57 yards. That would set up the game-tying touchdown by Colin Comack 2 plays later. He knew this game would come down to the end. Another Viking interception set up quarterback Ryan Dutton's 2-yard keeper right there. Coeur d'Alene wins at 17-10. They know they beat a good football team on the way to doing so.
Well, that's a great football team. Sandpoint has a great football team. It's tough to play up here. We're getting better every week. That's our goal.
What a game, huh? We knew that was going to be a good game going in, and it turned out we weren't disappointed.
Yeah, a couple of really good ball games tonight. All right, we'll drop down to the Great Northern League. Some 2A action coming up right after the break when the Friday Night Sports Extra returns. Keep it right here. Welcome back to the Friday Night Sports Extra. Let's check in on the Great Northern League now. It's homecoming at West Valley, and she's going to the dance with this guy. It's clearly a match made in heaven. Riverside's defense holding strong early. Ryan Dahlstrom gets absolutely laid out by Jacob Biggs. The Rams up 3-0 early, but then the Eagles take flight. Drew Clausen gets him down to the 1 before doing the honors on the quarterback sneak. Dub V, that's what they're calling themselves now, takes a 7-3 lead, and they wouldn't look back. One play after having a touchdown called back, Clausen sets up the screen pass for DeAndre Ross, and Ross is rolling business class as he takes it 47 yards to pay dirt. Clausen accounts for 4 touchdowns. West Valley improves to 3-0 in the season with a 35-3 win over Riverside.
All right, Derek, let's go ahead and head up to Stevens County, Lakeside, hosting Medical Lake, and look at that. The little Lakeside Medical Lake cheerleaders there. Looking snazzy. Med Lake would strike first. Junior Tim Haynes takes the opening kickoff out to midfield, and that puts the Cardinals in business because a few plays later, on the same drive, hence the few plays later, handoff to Ben Powers. 1-yard touchdown run. They missed the extra point. It's 6-0. They'd score again on their next drive. Handoff to Tim Haynes, who takes it 5 yards for the touchdown. We went from 1 yard to 5 yards. Cardinals win this one 32-20. Couple other scores. Kettle Falls losing to Deer Park 44-0, and Colville 42-29 winners over Chewelah.
Priest River got in their bus and crossed into enemy territory, the state of Washington, for an Idaho-Washington border battle. You never want to sit behind the guy with a big head. That's where I usually get. Defense dominating both sides tonight. Priest River's Tyler Douglas is picked off by Chase Watson. Nice return, but the Scotties' offense couldn't capitalize. Heck, nobody's offense could capitalize. 0-0 after 3. Are you kidding me? Not now, because Priest River's on the move. Eric Holbrook, look at him holding that ball like a loaf of bread. Don't squeeze it because Grandma wants to make grilled cheese sandwiches. He's down inside the 2-yard line, and they'll cash in, and you can put jelly on those grilled cheese because Zach Miller tops it off 5 yards out. Spartans get another touchdown, win it 14-0. Also, Newport and Bonners Ferry, another one of those border battles, make it 2-0 for Idaho. They shut out the Grizzlies.
Grilled cheese. That sounds good right about now. Hey, Colfax has put together a pretty good team so far this year. Bringing in DeSales, a powerhouse in the Washington State ranks, but tonight, Colfax was not being very good host. Bad snap by quarterback Pat Richard. He has to scramble. Huge sack on the defense there by Colfax. And you just can't do that on the road when you're playing the Colfax Bulldogs. They're too good for that. Alex TD, another TD, throwing an old lefty slinger over there to Tyler McNanny. He takes it the rest of the way in, 27-0. Colfax looking for the shutout, but the Fighting Irish, well, they were fighting, and Pat Richard takes it up the middle. He scores, but it wouldn't matter. Colfax goes on to win this one, 33-14. Other scores today: Pomeroy beats Liberty at home. Asotin gets a big win over Lind Ritzville, 20-6. Reardon, 15-7 winner in overtime. Also, Waitsburg Prescott gets a win on the road against Davenport, and Kamiah Cubs with a K get a big win at home against Kellogg.
The Cubs with a K. I always like that.
So jelly on top of the grilled cheese?
That was my dad's favorite.
Really?
A little extra sweetness on there, and that's what they had in that ball game. Priest River.
We got plenty more sweet highlights coming your way after the break. Stick around for more Friday Night Sports Extra.
This is Friday Night Sports Extra.
All right, thanks for staying with us here. Now, I don't want to say he's living in the glory days, but that's Keith Oso's jersey from his glory days at East Valley High School.
Well, I don't know what the sad thing is, the fact that this used to fit or this used to fit with pads on. Now, remember, if you see one of our photogs out there, give him a shirt from your school. We'll hang it up in the locker room, and we'll decorate this with things a lot better than what should be up in Canton, Ohio. So give us some stuff, and we'll hang it up, and we'll knock the dust back off this and put it back in the closet where it belongs.
I need to bring some Moses Lake love in here. All right, we got some B action. Pateros at Valley Christian. The Billy Goats, one of my favorite nicknames in the state, taking on VC. Pateros out to the early lead. Jason Smith running right at you. He turns the corner and dives in. Billy Goats up 14-0 at that point, but the dreaded ensuing kickoff is coming up next. Drew Swank picks it up, cuts it back, and he is gone. Taking off for the Panthers, 73 yards. That's their first points of the season for Valley Christian, but you know what? It's still their only points of the season as they lose this one by a lopsided margin, 56-6. Pateros is the final.
ACH and Odessa played a football game tonight, but nobody really cares. If you're in Odessa, you're there for one reason. Deutsches Fest, and you know what that means? Sausages and grilling, baby. Oh, that looks so good. Football didn't had their hands full. ACH Easton Crossley looks like he has a good return going. Ball comes out. That's the Warriors' ball, and they go ahead and score 2 plays later, and they didn't stop the scoring. Cody Jess takes the handoff, coming right at you, stiff arm, turns the corner, another stiff arm, and you just can't tackle that guy. He goes and scores. They'd make it 18-0. Just moments later, bad snap. Quarterback Derek Isaac picks it up. He makes a move, picks up a block, and he walks on in. Warriors win this one big, 56-8. Cusick also continues their great season so far, 59-16 winners against Selkirk at home.
All right, we stick with the Northeast 1B, and it's probably the most scenic drive you get to make. The ferry ride over to Inchelium. Gotta love it. This time of year, it's always nice. This one all tied up in the first quarter. Lions quarterback Andrew Dick drops the ball. The Hornets recover, but the senior quarterback, not done, kicks McGillicuddy. He would make up for it on D. The concentration and the pick. And Eli Bear, I think this is one of Keith's favorite players. Mostly, yeah, that's right, because of the name. The senior running back to the outside, then into the end zone. Hunters goes on to win this one, 34-22. Also, Curlew, losing big time to Welpin at 62-14.
All right, Wilbur Creston was taking on Sprague Harrington. It's the four-town two-team game this afternoon in Harrington. And, Wilbur Wildcat, Creston Wildcat cheerleaders cheering on their team. 4 touchdowns in 35 seconds. Go. Quarterback Logan Jana rolls right, finds Dustin Taylor, who runs it in for 6 points. All right, the clock is moving. Tick, tick, tick. Hayden Hendrick takes the handoff in the middle, shoving after the whistle, but hey, be nice. They can't be nice. They're scoring at record clip. Janet rolls out, finds Dave Ogle, 18-0, just like that. Falcons don't want a shutout. Alan Eagleson off the shotgun. The prayer, it's answered. Brett Larmer, they said, touchdown. After further review, touchdown because there is no instant replay. Wilbur Crescent goes on to win it 33-12. Apparently they decided to slow the pace down once the game we left. Wow. Thanks for scoring while we were there.
Yeah, how about some Washington-Oregon non-league action for you? Let's see. Joseph Eagles taking on Colton Pullman Christian tonight. Look at that score. There were 143 points scored in this game as CPC wins 89-50. Took me a second there, but I got it. 89-54. Lackwash 48-6 winner over Echo, another team from down in Oregon. Mullen loses to Kootenai 58-12. Lots of lopsided scores here. But there's a close one. Wallace, the Miners, a 4-point win over the Knights of Lakeside Plummer, 22-18.
Another good high school week. We got a lot of college football games tomorrow. We're going to let you know who's playing, where, when, all that stuff. Plus, Spokane Chiefs season opener tonight. We'll let you know how they did. Coming up next, Friday Night Sports Extra.